Yo, let's do watch list for May 16th. The action continues. GME, nice fader here on the gap down red day. A bit too much of a gap down for me to want to chase it. But nonetheless, nice fader here. So you got the AMC and COS again was my focus name here. I was a bit in and out, too much for my liking. Right, short, cover, short, covered some, covered, short, added a bit more, covered, short. Like, I was a bit too much in and out than I prefer, where probably would have ended up making more if I just put on this position here and just let it fade off. But that's how I traded it. So there was the red day there across that board. FFIE, I battled a bit too much and ended up red on this one. Got the gap up I was looking for, got the shove towards pre-market highs, the huge gap up. And this thing just held on a bit stronger than I expected. I got the short off the open, covered a bit. And then I was adding pops, and I just wasn't covering on the flushes. It's on reg show, so meaning you borrow your shares. Say you borrow 50,000 shares, and you use 40,000 of them. As soon as you cover those, you now need to borrow another 40,000 shares to get back to the position. So you have to keep paying for your borrows. Once you use them, you're done. They're not yours for the day. They're just yours until you cover them. So that kind of got in my head where I didn't want to keep paying for borrows every time it was pulling back, and then I cover and now I have to go and borrow more again. So I tried to go with a bigger picture idea and just ended up fighting this one a bit. Not really a huge loss there, but was just a bit frustrating because I figured this thing was going to have like a red roll down to 30 cents. But I'm glad it went higher. This just makes the opportunity better. I will show this. Let me see here. Like I've done in the past. You can see RSI on this one is right up near 100 again. And you can see on this chart it looks very parabolic. And then you've got, let me see here. On these SPA notes, they've got unsecured, secured, a bunch of them. Let me see where it said it here. It was right around. Let me find it. Just bear with me here. It was around the 60s here where I was reading it, because they had a full ratchet anti-dilution clause in it, and like a what do they call it, like a make whole pricing or something. Those are around here. Let me see if I do make whole conversion. Right here. So this was the secured SPA notes, and they've got the original per share price was 105, conversion price of 360. Equity sale, if it's below 105, subject to current exemptions set forth in convertible notes. For each $1 million of convertible notes, the company would issue 10 million in that order, Class A common stock at 10 cents, but they have a full ratchet anti-dilution clause, anti-dilution adjustments, that lets them use, it was 90% of the lowest volume weighted average price of 5 consecutive trading days. And given that this thing was trading sub 10 cents, the price is not an issue here. And if they're going to be doing this on a dollar basis, where the secured SPA were not to exceed $300 million, that is a hell of a lot of shares. So this is one of the most dilutive companies I'm looking at right now, and they have got negative 6 months of cash. They're burning more money than they have. Let me see here what their current, if I go to back into the filings, I just want to see what their current authorized shares are. So they've got authorized shares. Let me find it. Class A Commons shares authorized. 31 million was before the split. Par value. 71 million shares authorized. 141. Yeah, so they've got enough authorized shares, I believe, to keep dumping. Authorized. I'm just reading quickly here. But yeah, I think they've got room to dump. I don't see them being capped for authorized shares right now. They're imminent delisting because they were under 10 cents for so long. They were appealing it, and they're at risk of suspension now. May 1st was their deadline to appeal, or they were going to be delisted or suspended on May 3rd. So that looks like they put out the appeal because it's still trading since May 3rd. And then you get this sort of pumpish behavior since the short interest was so high for fundamental reasons. And then it goes nuts, but 15 days past May 1st, and now we're coming into that tomorrow or the next day. So this thing is just fundamentally trash. But like I did here, where I'm cutting my losses when I'm not fighting it, I have a fundamental thesis. I now have a technical daily chart thesis, and I still need the price action to prove what I'm thinking. I don't want to fight it and get bent up. I want to take advantage of the opportunity that's given. So yeah, this is a high priority main watch. This is A+ setup for me, going from 5 cents to $1. So I'll be looking to trade this one heavily into the latter half of the week. And worth noting as well that they do have options on this thing. And the 50 cents, $1, 150s have been being bought, and they expire on May 17th. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to expire those worthless by the end of the week, if they try to close that sub 50. But anyways, that's enough on FFIE. Sint, we had talked about this gapper through the daily chart breakout level. And now you've got SLNA breaking through that 11 cent line, and PEGI breaking through that 9 cent line. All the same daily chart pattern that just sent Sint. So these are potential gappers overnights here. Those cheapies, they're working. JAG-X still hanging around 26. LiDAR, we had been keeping this one on radar. I had said I would set price alerts over 3. Those hit this morning, and you get that nice breakout through the 330s, 320s, 330s. Nice run up into the 4s. OCGN, I want to note, I haven't lost this one off radar. Some price alerts hit there today, up near $2. We've got this big picture daily chart level. I don't want this to break out right now, but I'd like it to consolidate near the highs, something like this. And then keep an eye on there. Woof, daily chart is going. Earnings here on May 22nd. So they might try to hold this up into that date. But given the amount of action we've had elsewhere, I'm not going to focus too much on this. I'd rather it keep going. If this goes another day or two, I'd put some more focus on there. And then with GME and AMC, nice backside faders so far. The opening range highs have been set on this within the first minute or two of the day. They've only had one red day. But given that this is coming into day one support where volume profile is fairly significant, GME the same here in the 30s, 29 area. If these hold prior day's lows, meaning today's lows into Thursday, I think we could get a backside bounce on these. Just sort of that first green day volatility I like to take advantage of. So yeah, moving forward, I'm going to keep an heavy watch on FFIE, GME, and AMC. If I can get a bounce on these, and FFIE parabolic short on that daily chart. So yeah, that's where my attention is here into tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you guys had a good day. You've been trading this action well, and I will see you in the room tomorrow.